Lead the Way, a podcast for school leaders with author, speaker, and educator, Dr. Bill Ziegler.
Today, I'm excited to be with Joe Oliphant, principal of Nazareth Prep High School in the Pittsburgh area. Joe, it's great to have you on the program today.
Hey, Bill. Thanks for the opportunity.
Joe, you're doing some really cool things around career internships. Why don't you tell us about that and how it's helping get kids connected to careers?
Sure. So my school is, we're a couple minutes outside of downtown Pittsburgh, and we have a very unique corporate internship program. So we have students that come from about 35 different zip codes, and one day a week, they are exposed to working with local mentors that are in local businesses. We're not talking McDonald's, Subway, Arby's. We're talking, PNC Bank, First National Bank, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Pittsburgh Pirates, like just different opportunities through companies that see a value in helping out the school to work pipeline. So the work experience, it really reinforces a lot of skills that are introduced in the classroom. We talk about communication and complex thinking and decision making. The students have those opportunities to kind of hone in on which skills are beneficial to help them as they choose their pathways post-secondary options.
Joe, I got to tell you, I wish they had this when I was in high school. This just sounds like such a great way to get students connected to careers. What are you finding that the students are learning through this experience?
Sure. So, as mentioned before, that the communication piece is pretty awesome, but we all always talk about those 21st century skills, and, they have to learn how to collaborate in a team setting. They have to learn how to be well dressed for a meeting. Those different skills that we kind of take for granted as adults, we're, make sure we're focusing on those things so that they know how to be best prepared for, as they leave our school as a graduate. So, it's a lot of different experiences, whether they're working in a marketing department or human resources or advertising. Those are real life learning skills that they're able to talk with industry professionals, each and every week.
Yeah, I agree. They're real life skills that are going to help them get a career and a job. And it's pretty awesome you're doing that. So how do you help students set this up and get this going? Because it's not always easy for them, I'm sure, to find, a connection with the Pittsburgh Pirates. So how do you help them find these corporate internships?
Sure. So as a new student coming in, we do an orientation, and our orientation, we try to mimic what our school does on a weekly basis. And, that's getting a lot of data from students on, doing some career interest inventories and seeing what they like. And then from there, we kind of go very old school, and we try to match up which, students' interests and knowing, what mentors and what opportunities they'll have at their different sites. So it becomes very competitive for some upperclassmen who, once they figure out that they're great students to go to work and they're working hard, then they kind of have an upper hand because, we have some businesses that want our best. So we try to match them with what they want to do when they leave school. So if they have interest in being an engineer, we try to put them in an engineering firm and get them those real life experiences. So it's pretty cool, but they have different experiences each year as they can switch. So in a sense, they could have 4 different corporate internships programs throughout their high school career.
Joe, I really love what you're doing, and I wish that more high schools were doing this throughout the country. Why don't you just give us one closing thought for our listeners on how they could do this in their schools?
So I'll tell you, I worked at another school prior to coming to my school, and we started really small. We started small with a small group of kids and tried it out with some of our seniors to just have them get those experiences. So, coming to my school, it's just like a full blown, that's our focus. So I would say start small and try to get those relationships with, people in the community that are that can just help the mission and vision.
I like that. Start small, build big, and it looks like you've been doing some really big things at Nazareth Prep High School. So we want to thank you so much, Joe, for being on Lead the Way today.
I appreciate your time, and I look forward to connecting with you as well.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Dr. Bill Ziegler with Lead the Way. For more great resources and information about Bill's new book, Future Focused Leaders, just visit chaselearning.org. That's chaselearning.org. This has been a presentation of Lead the Way.